Hello and welcome back to another edition of Our Positive Word. Thank you for joining me. The topic for this session today is forgiveness heals. Forgiveness is something that we constantly need to do on a regular basis because whether we agree or not, people do offend, just like we offend others, but we have to set them free. We have to pardon people, just like we've been pardoned by God. This is something that can help us have healthy lives. I have come to realize that, and I'm grateful to God for this opportunity to share it with you. Forgiveness does heals. We're told in Colossians chapter 3, verse 13, bear one another's burden and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. It is a must to forgive, just as we've been forgiven. It says, bear with one another, forgive. Yes, there will be grievance. We will have grievance. We're human beings. It's part of what makes us human to be offended. But we do not have to stay in that state. We should be able to forgive. Think for a moment, what would have happened to you if God had not forgiven you? If God had held on to all the wrongs that we did, none of us would have survived. One thing I've come to know is that holding on to bitterness, to unforgiveness, poisons everything inside of the person who's nursing such feelings. Yes, you're eating up alive from the poison that you've allowed to remain inside of you. Bitterness, unforgiveness, refusing to let go. Nobody benefits. To forgive is a choice, but it's not a choice. To forgive is not a choice. It is an instruction. It is a requirement. As the word of God says, we must let go of all unforgiveness at the altar for our gifts to be accepted before God. We let go. Matthew chapter 5, verse 24 says, leave your gift at the altar. Go and make peace with that person. Then come and offer your gift. Yes. Who has offended you? Who has stepped on your toes? Who are you huffing and puffing against? When you bring a gift to God, I don't know what gifts, whatever it is, you must leave that gift and go back to make peace. And one way of making peace is to forgive, to let the person go. The only thing that we've been instructed to bear is one another's burdens. We have burdens. We have things that weigh us down. We're supposed to be there, the shoulder for someone to rely on, just as we would need shoulders to lie on. We're not meant to bear grudge, anger, envy, unforgiveness, hatred, and all the other vices that have no benefit. In forgiving, you release yourself. You put the devil, the enemy of our souls, to shame. You remove your hands from around the neck of the other person. Trust me, unforgiveness has a grip. That's you with your hand around a person's throat, choking them. But do you know who gets choked? You get choked. But when you forgive them, you take your hands away from their neck. You no longer wish yourself, him or her, dead. That's the power of forgiveness. It is that simple. You set yourself free in the process. God says he will repay. Do you think you could do something that will be more effective than what God will do to him or her? Then you've made yourself God. Let them go. We begin to heal from when we extend forgiveness to our offenders. That peace which had eluded you for so long returns the moment you forgive. You can smile again. You have belly laughter because you have created space. You have made room inside of you for such simple things of life to occur. Forgive, my friend. Relating with that person becomes easy. But that's if you want to continue being in communication with him or her. Yes, we're meant to forgive, but that doesn't mean we have to continue to go back to being the best friends or whatever we were. There is no rule that says so. Forgive and deal with them from afar. Forgiveness sets people free, and it enables healing to take place in the lives of all involved. That's the simple word today, my friend. Forgiveness heals. So whatever illness you may be struggling and battling with, try forgiveness. I'm not saying that every time we are ill or we are afflicted, it's because there is unforgiveness, but sometimes that might be the case. I thank you for joining me today. Until I come your way again, it's goodbye for now as you forgive for your healing to take place. God bless you.